Hi everyone, James, Dice Tosser for Life. It's been a while since I've been making a video, but I just want to give you a quick Vegas update for my trip last week. And I'm going to do a little session throw for what I've been doing. Has been doing 170 across for a couple rolls, taking it down and press and regress. So let's go ahead and get started. I got a $500 bankroll, and I'm not going to be working on the come out. I'm just going to get a point established and just throw and try to collect some money. So like I said, it's 170 across, and then we're going to do probably 3 hits and then down, and then press and regress with a probably 44 inside. So let's go ahead and get a point established. Yeah, I went to Vegas last Thursday through Saturday. I got back Saturday night late. Actually, Sunday morning early. Stayed at the Stratosphere for a day or two. Stayed with a buddy. Him and I went out there to play blackjack, roulette, and craps, of course. Eight. So we did notice while we were there, they have a new electronic craps table called Roll to Win, designed for the younger generation, to kind of, with all the lights and things, just kind of like electronic bet with a paper win receipt other than chips. $5 table is what it was. That when we were there, we found out that table is open usually, they said, from about 11 till like 1 in the morning. Unless it's like a night they're busy, they may keep it open. As long as people are there. If you ever play on it, it's hard to set your dice on it because you got a 13-inch screen between you and to reach over to the table to shoot. Dice are out. 5. 42. Now this table has speed bumps, and they're usually designed right here in the corner on this side, and then there's one right here further back, and there's one right here closer. Same way on the other side, they have them over there to kind of stop the roll from going. Another thing about this table is that they do not allow you to, they have one stick man, and you can't like we usually do on the table. We usually have the dealers playing with us. You can't do that. You can tip the dealers. It's on the right hand top of the screen. It says tip. You can tip them in dollar increments, and I did to keep the game going. Another thing about this table is funny is that anytime you roll after a 7 roll, you're considered a hot shooter, which is the average amount of rolls for before 7 shows. Speaking of 7, there it is. Talk about it, hits it. All right, so we're down on that. But a buddy and I, went there, tried that out for a little bit. First night, we did do a thing called trend setting on it with other people, and it seemed to work pretty good. He was tracking numbers. I was just sitting there, having my money on the table, but he was tracking the numbers, and we noticed a pattern. As we see a ladder shows up, we were turning our bets off, and it worked to the T. It was actually bringing the 7s when we thought they were coming. And one thing, if you do this, and my buddy made a mistake on this, he was going to hop the 7s for like $1. You have to make a minimum bet of a $5 bet before it counts. So he lost his bet a couple times and got mad and wondered why it wouldn't work. And we found out later it has to be a minimum of $5 bet to even consider it before he'll take it. But like I said, it prints out the paper receipts, and it wasn't a bad little table. Like I said, it was a 10-foot table, and there was 5 per side. And one of the funny things about the table, my friend was shooting literally right at the middle of the line. They allowed it, and he was barely getting it down there. barely touching the wall. And they allowed it about 4 or 5 times before I said something. I was like, I can't believe they're allowing them to do it. And the very next roll, they caught him on and told him they had to be back behind this line. And he finally buckled it up and followed the rules there. But it was kind of funny they allowed him to do it a couple times before they said anything. But we ended up playing the crapless table. It was a 12-foot table on Friday afternoon. It was a $10 table. We bought in for a few hundred. I bought in for $700. Had a good night, or good long, I think it was 29 rolls. I missed the all tall small. I missed the small by the 2 on the small. I missed the tall by the 12. I ended up playing 44 inside. I was not playing the 4. I hit the 4, I believe, 9 times. Guy on the other end of the table was making a fortune down there, buying those bets on the 4. Ended up making him about $1,000. I ended up $250 ahead after my roll, and another friend. My friend was there. He hit the tall. Ended up paying $150 because we had 555 on it across, and so $150 win there too. And he had a good 23 rolls. Hitting a lot of the inside numbers, so we had a good roll then. But that was a good little trip. Like I said, the overall trip, I was up and down. It's like a roller coaster. I ended up being down probably about $480 total trip, but it was worth it just to hang out with a friend and enjoy the weekend. Okay, dice are out. It's going to be a come out 3. $10 bet. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do a quick 170 across. Seems to be the pattern I've been liking lately for a couple rolls, and then taking it down and press and regress with 44 inside. I guess some of the guys from Craps Nation were in Vegas the week before I got there. So I got there a week after, or a day or two after everybody seemed to be leaving. So I missed up all the guys to meet with the big meetup from Craps Nation. A little short. Come out 7, we get that money back. So that's the second roll. All right. Dice are out. It's going to be a 6. Let's go ahead and put 170 across. And people that know me, I like to put my money up here in the box. I do not like to put it behind here. I know I do. I can do it anytime. And the dealers drive me nuts asking me constantly about it, but I like to leave my money up there, so I collect that plus my pass line bet. Okay, dice are out. It's going to be a 5. Keep wanting to throw those chips out there. So that pays 42. I'm kind of hoping someday, since I play up here in the north, that I play a lot of Caesars properties, and I hope where I play the most. Dice are out. It's going to be an aces this time. That they get rid of some of those electronic crap tables that actually don't have real dice or nothing like that. Not like bubble craps, nothing like that. It's just electronic craps. and you hit the $5 bet there. I'm hoping they toss those out and bring in the roll to win. That'd be kind of fun. I'd rather have one of those there than the electronic craps that they have now. Even though I still prefer a hard table, a real table, but at least it would be a nice place to go. I mean, if they keep it like they do in Vegas, a $5 table wouldn't be bad at all. Got another AC/DC. It's been a while since I made a video, so sorry. Trying to talk and shoot at the same time. It's been a while since I've done this. But Vegas has definitely been a fun trip. Planning on going back toward next year. Probably staying toward the other side of the strip. Probably Caesar's Palace. Stay for like a week this time. Go out, enjoy the trip, and play different casinos. Hit the point, 6. So that pays $35 plus the $10 pass line bet. Collect my win. A second hit. One more, we'll regress. I will work on the come out. Did not get to go to Fremont Street this time. Probably next time I'll try to hit it. Dice are out. It's going to be yo on the come out. I keep wanting to throw that down there. So $10 pass the front line winner. There we go. 6-5 yo. Oops, flipped on me. It was a 6-5. Dice are out. Still working on the come out. And the point is a 5. So that pays 42. At this point, we're going to regress down to 44 inside and start pressing and collecting. I can't remember if I marked that roll. I'm going to leave it no, because I think I did, but I can't remember. Okay. 44 inside, there we go. Dice are out. It's going to be a 4. At this point, we're not on the 4. Reminds me of that Friday on the crap list table. That guy was making a fortune on 4s. And I was trying my best to get a 2 and a 12 for that ATS, but I never got it. Dice are out. Eight, 628. That pays 14. Collect our hit. Next one we press. Dice are out. Six, 2, 8. That pays 14 again. At this point, we're going to press up. I'm going to mark my roll. Press up to 6 and 8. One increment to $18. Collect our $2 chips. There we go. Okay, here we go. Dice are out. Another 8, 5, 3, 8. That pays $21. Like that hit. Next one we press. Okay, we go. Dice are out. Like I said, it's a low roller. This is the way I like to play, a low roll. I'm not a high roller, so I'm a low roller. This is the way I like to play. Dice are out. Five, 1, 6. There we go. Easy 6. $21. Press it to 24. Collect my red chips. Collect the next one. All right. Dice are out. Four, 1, 5. Hit our point. That pays $14 plus the $10 pass line win. Missed one. There we go. Forgot about that. All right. Points off. Okay. Will not be working on the come out on this roll. Dice are out. It's going to be a 5, 3, 8. Easy 8. So we're at 16 rolls right now. If this was a roll to win table, it would be a super hot shooter. Sorry. Kills me. 7 rolls is a hot shooter. And by the way, while I was there, I was watching this guy. Random shooter. Oh my gosh. 32 rolls on that table. Just just chucking them down there. And I mean, he was chucking. They were going fastball. Dice are out. And there's the come out 7. Talk about craps and 7 out. 17 rollers. Okay. So, like I said, this was just a quick trip report. Letting you know about how I did in Vegas. Like I said, it was a roller coaster ride up and down. Played the roll to win. Wasn't too bad of a table. I never got to play it. Like I said, the last time I seen one was in Tunica, Mississippi. And I never got to play it because I was leaving, coming home, driving 8 hours home that day. But like I said, we stayed at the Stratosphere. We played a couple times. Played a little blackjack, played a little craps, or roulette. Didn't do too bad. Played the top or the 12s. I played the top 12 and the top and the middle 12. A lot of times it is a long process, but a grinding process. But I hanged out with a buddy. He wanted to play, so I played with him and just enjoyed it. He played individual numbers. I played the top 12 and a lot of that. We went to playing blackjack. He did okay on the blackjack table. I was there 20 minutes, lost $200. So not too well with that. I get a 21 rolled out in numbers, and she would pull out a 21 easily. If I get 20, she'll end up at 21. It was never going good. So the only thing positive about that, I earned points while I was playing for 10 minutes. So other than that, craps table I did good on Friday morning when it was a $10 table on the crapless table. Ended up rolling for like 29 rolls and all that. So it wasn't too bad of a trip. I mean, it up and down. I was up $250, down $500 later toward the end of the trip. So not too bad. $490 is what I ended up losing total trip. Not too bad. I took out a lot more than that to take out there, but I just wanted to have a fun little trip, hang out with a friend of mine. Let's see how we did. $500 buy-in. $50. $400. That last hit I think was pretty decent. It took me down. $50. So I ended up with the there's that. So I made about, let's see, 4 or 5. Made about $27. There we go. Yeah, I was just shooting while I was talking, so didn't really try too hard, but that was a quick method while I was talking about my trip to Vegas. Like I said, appreciate everybody watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day.